Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we're taking a look at the John Deere 3400 pack from Black Sheep Modding. This is a returning mod that was in Farming Simulator 22 and, well, I guess still is. So if you want to take a look at this, or maybe you've never used it before and you want to check it out before it's released for yourself, well, you could go do that now in FS22. Once released on the Mod Hub for all platforms in FS25, it will include 6 different things in the pack. We get the Telehandler itself, we've got a pallet fork, we have the V15 3400, which is a really great way of saying it sweeps up stuff and makes it disappear. You've got a 3-point attachment. You've got cutter support, which will be able to pick up, stuff from combine harvesters like headers, corn heads, stuff like that. And then you've got a bucket. And of course, we will start with the machine itself. 145 horsepower with a variable transmission, 200 liters of fuel, goes 24 miles per hour, and weighs 8.1 tons. The specs do not change on the customization options. Starting with our wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, we've also got Michelin, Continental, BKT, and Bridgestone. At Trelleborg and Michelin, we do not have any differences. However, in the others, we have a few. Like Continental, we have a standard and a standard number 2. In BKT, we have standard and standard 2, as well as standard 3, which I really like. And at Bridgestone, we have standard, 2, and back in it. So quite a few options there to pick what you want the most. Protection grid, this is only around towards the front of the machine. It's going to add some grading there, kind of makes it good for logging, and just nice protectiveness overall. Window styles, you have 2 of them. You've got clear and tinted. They're not too dark, just right. Beacons, we have, I think, 8 different beacons to choose from, so you can kind of go through and find the one that you like the best. I like the LED number 6, however, you may like a different one, and that's totally cool. Around towards the back, we have a warning triangle of yes or no, only the warning triangle, that's all that does. And then attachers, we have 3 different ones. So it comes with a trailer pin hitch with a couple different hookups there. Then we have the trailer hitch, which gives us an extended hitch setup, and we get a PTO. Or you can go with the big boy. You've got a regular hitch, you've also got a 3-point hitch, and you've got the PTO as well as all your hookups. So yeah, there's plenty to choose from, that's for darn sure. As far as colors go, well, we've got plenty of options here. You could do any color that you want. If you wanted a pink one, you can. I used to that clicked. There we go. If you want a pink one, you can have a pink one if you want. However, it just starts off with the John Deere green. So any base game color, any custom color, thank you Black Sheep Modding for adding that. That's really, really cool. I'm going to change this back to pink just for a moment so you can see everything that it changes. So everything that's in pink right now is going to be your main color setup. Then we've got the design color. Now this changes up the wheel hubs, and as far as I can tell, that is it. If we put this on a pink as well and we flip around, you see that is the only thing that is changed up to be pink. Usually this is not a separate option. It'll either be included with your wheel options or your main color depending on the chassis. With this one, you can choose whatever you want, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, lastly, we have rim colors. And you can choose whatever you want through here until your heart is crazy. So if you really wanted to go with like a blacked out look with this, you could totally do it. Go all black with the rims, find yourselves a window tint, and there you go. The one thing on here that doesn't change are the decals. These are always going to be yellow with a black addition to them. So there's no way of changing any of those. Also, the seat on the inside always has the green stripes. Generally, I don't talk about pricing because some people have $0 in the game, some people have $1 billion, and everything in between. So I leave pricing up to you guys. However, starting price is about $95,000. Now, if we jump out, we start our customization options with the pallet fork. This one, you can only change up the color, and that is it. On the sweeper, we can also change up the color. The bottom red color stays the same. However, we can change up the rest of it. Decal options are staying the same too. And then we do have guides on there in case you're using first person. Now you can see that this looks like it's got some slots for the front loader, and it does. I say front loader, the pallet fork. So make sure you've got the pallet fork if you want to use this guy. Next is my favorite, the 3-point attacher. Yes, this adds a 3-point to the front. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the stuff turns on anymore. Used to, you could make stuff turn on, not so much anymore. And again, you could change it to whatever color you like. Moving along, we have the cutter support. Now, this has all of the stuff from base game of FS22. I have spoken to Black Sheep Modding today when I'm releasing the video, and they have said that they will be offering an update down the road that's going to include all of the base game stuff from FS25. So you do have all the stuff from 22 and now 25 as well. So we got the Raw Smash, the Deutz Farm, you also have New Holland setup, the John Deere T560, as well as the X9 set. They call it the medium and large setup. We also have the one for Case IH, Kloss, Agco, and then back down to Raw Smash. You do have to change one of them. However, I'm sure that one of these will be very, very close to what you are running for yours. Now, they're all going to work just fine. Don't freak out. All the headers attached to everything. That's the nice thing about Farming Simulator. However, if you want it to be perfect, you have to pick the one that you want. And also, yes, of course, color options. Lastly, we have the Universal Bucket. This is going to be available with or without a grapple. So if you're doing any logging or stuff like that, or maybe you want to use it for manure, you can use that grapple and be okay. But it doesn't change anything. 2,500 liters is going to be it. You can change up the colors here as well. And then we have the John Deere imprint on the side. Now that you've seen all of the customization options, let's take a look at the machine itself. I am going to drop the front bucket for this just so we don't have anything attached. Also, you may be able to see at the top left hand corner, I have my controls. Now, I'm using an Xbox controller on PC, so if you're on PlayStation, you can equate these controls, and on PC, I'm not quite sure what the keyboard and mouse controls are. You may have to ask Farmer Cop for those. Anyway, we've got up and down, and we've got tilt of the boom. So that is nice. We also have open door. That's pretty cool. And that is it for the left bumper. Yeah, left bumper. Now we go to right bumper. We have stop engine, of course. Animation of the door. Now the animation is the window. So if I go back to open the door again, it only opens the window, and it opens the top half. So that's pretty cool. You can change that up. We've also got the in and out and toggle steering mode. We have all-wheel steering, front wheel, crab left, crab right, and back to all-wheel again. And then with both pressed, there's nothing. Now we've got all the attachments, and we can take a quick look at each one of them. I've actually got two of the cutter support because I have the T560. I don't know, I just wanted to go with John Deere stuff, but also went with the one with the 1100 X9. We're going to see if we can pick that header up. And then I went with the grapple bucket, which will be fun. All right, let's jump in here. This is also the version with the 3-point on the back, so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And yes, you can put a 3-point on the front and a 3-point on the back. It's possible. Let's get this thing hooked up. A little bit of forgiveness there depending on where you're at. And we can change a few things here. So we can bring these in, or we can bring them out. Quite a loud sound for that, but hey, I'm cool with it. I care less. Then, as I mentioned, you will need your pallet forks for the next bit. Now, you don't have to get them just right. You can see we've got the attachment there. I'm going to click it, and they'll pop into place. Boop. Check that out. Very cool, huh? Yeah. Now we can move the whole thing side to side, which I find pretty neat. I think that's pretty cool. And again, I'm going for the glide rails on here. No matter what is on the ground, say you got snow. It's not a snow plow, but I guess it could be used for that. Mainly it's used for cleaning up animal areas and things like that. So if you got a big pile of manure and you just don't want it, run it over with this thing, and you will be good. I promise you. Why did I turn this thing off? Let's detach, because we can detach that entire unit by itself if you need to. Of course, the next piece is going to be a 3-point attachment. So yes, you do have a 3-point hitch on the front. This comes in handy big time if you've got a piece of equipment that needs to be moved, but for some reason, you don't have something that can put it up somewhere. Well, now you do. Nobody puts cedars up on shelves, but this thing can do it. I'm curious. Let's see. Let's drop it and then pull up. Oh yeah, it'll sink. But hey, you got a 3-point hitch on the back, so now you can add a weight with no issues. Also, with this brought in, that's 0 issues here too. Even if I break it down. Look at that. Let's see if we... Well, you could do it. Come on. You guys knew I was going to do this. Sorry, Black Sheep. Love you guys. Let's please lower the implement power harrow first. Yeah, we're just going to detach the whole thing. How's about that? Let's keep going. Now for my next feat of amazement, I'm going to need a rear weight. At least I think I am. So we've gone for the 2,500 kg 10-wiggle weight, which is base game. And we are going to grab our cutter bar sport for the T560. Now, that is a mod from Giant Software, or at least from somebody that works there. So I've got that header installed, and we can grab it just like so, and we can even move it around. Now, you will need to select the machine itself to move the boom around and things like that, but well, it is what it is. And even with that weight on there, I mean, we can do some damage with it, but I mean, it's pretty good. That's fairly solid, all things considered anyway. You cannot run this. It doesn't work. I'm so sorry. But that's pretty cool, right? Well, let's drop this header and let's swap out the header attachment. Although, just to show that it will work, here's the T560 attachment on the big 50-footer. Works just fine. Hang on. Yay! But it doesn't look perfect. So let's go grab the one that is perfect. I would definitely recommend a little bit of a bigger weight if you're going to be messing around with the 50-footer. But it will work and can work and does work just fine. Let's see. Full extension. We're cool. We wobbly, but we're cool. So if you never need to put this on a roof or on a big something, I don't know, man. Works for me. There we go. We'll just put that right there. And just so you can see this too, it does work with corn headers as well. So that makes things nice. You can even unfold it if you want to. And the last one is going to be our bucket with grapple. You can raise, lower, do whatever you need to do. I'm not very good with these, but hey, works great. There was one other thing I was a little curious about. Most of the time when you've got pallets, you can pick up between 1 and 2 of them. And I'm gonna say, probably be able to pick up 2 of these. Yeah, you can pick up 2 just fine. Quite a bit of overlap under the bottom, more so than some other pieces, but you can move 2, which means you can also move 4 pallets. A-okay. Here's another use case. Because we have a front 3-point, you can actually put a front weight on, which could help balance things out, especially if you've got something heavy on the back, like I don't know, a power harrow, for example. Now it's pretty much a tractor at this point. I know the base game Merlot could do some similar stuff, but in order to run a front weight on that, you need to have something else going on. This front weight, just like you would on a normal tractor. Get out into the field and get to work. And because we have a PTO, we have Seaver. Oh yeah, I need to really buy this for my test maps. There we go. There you are. Because we've got power on that PTO and everything, works just fine. As long as whatever you're using requires less than 45 or 145 horsepower, you're good to go. Probably even for something over, you'd be a-okay. And with this, you also get all-wheel steering, which is great. And did I mention that it will work with steering assist? If we go in, select that, boom, done. You can use that. Can we use a worker as well? I'm actually not quite sure. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Hire worker. Do your thing. There they go. So, yes, you can even hire an AI worker with this thing. That's pretty cool. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me today and checking out the John Deere 3400 pack by Black Sheep Modding for all platforms. The mod is currently with Giants awaiting testing, and I do want to thank Black Sheep Modding for sending it over to show you guys ahead of its release. If you got any questions, please let me know. If you want to check out more of what Black Sheep Modding is doing, we'll leave a link down below. Otherwise, have an awesome day. I'll catch you in the next one.